We're about to go live. 3, 2, and hold on. Technical difficulties. Sorry, I don't work at a major studio. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay, we have a. Sorry, I don't work at. See? Okay. All right, that's going to be quiet so there's no delay. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bobby Bob, Crypto Granny. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I'm so excited. Without any further ado, I have some very special guests from all over the globe. Okay, I have someone across the pond. I believe they are in Australia, New Zealand, or someplace like that. And I'm going to bring them up right now. And I also have Crypto Quincy in the building. I told you all about him. He's very honest. And if someone's out there giving crypto information and I feel that they are BSing you, I will call them out. Okay? I want you all to learn, and I want you all to learn the correct way. I want you all to win. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring up my guest. And if anybody wants to be a guest, all they have to do is click in the comments on the YouTube, on the StreamYard, and there's a StreamYard link. So you can jump on. All right. Here we go. We're starting with the liquidity trader. And this is your time to shine, everybody. We're all going to explain who we are, what part of crypto, how far we're into the space. Welcome. Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Now, what part of the world are you tuning in from?
I'm down in Australia.
Australia. Welcome, yep. Welcome. Glad to have you in the space. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Good morning. What is it, 5 a.m. there?
It's actually 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to just tell us where you are in your journey. Because like I said, real people, real crypto, real information. We've never spoke before besides in a live. So I want to hear your story. Can you give it to us?
Yeah. Okay. So I started in crypto back in 2019.
Okay.
What got me interested right off the bat was investing in the idea of having self-custody. So being able to have self-control over your own funds without having a middle person. So 2019, just before the bull run of 2020, through getting involved in crypto, it really come down to learning the technology after understanding that you can not only have your own funds and take control of it, but also learning that the transparency of blockchain and knowing that every transaction takes place and not only everybody can see it, but it can never be duplicated or taken away. So from there, I spent a whole year just pretty much learning blockchain, smart contracts, learning about different networks, learning about DeFi, NFTs, unstoppable domains, on and off ramps, launch pads, bridges,
a whole lot of
parachains, oracles. So I almost spent the whole year just really learning about the blockchains and the networks and how self-sustainable it is. So for me, it was learning about the ecosystem. That's what really got me interested about crypto.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's pretty much my story to introduction of crypto.
Okay, so it's a whole lot of education behind it. Some people think they just can jump on in and just make a big fortune just like that.
Yeah, well, that was the funny thing is that when I first come into the space, I didn't really hear of many people making lots of money because I don't really have a huge circle. So there was one person that I stumbled across and that person was making a lot of money. But when I got into it, what interested me more was the technology.
Gotcha.
That's why I started to really learn about the blockchain and smart contracts. that's what really got me involved. And
Interesting. So you're more of a tech person that wanted to learn more about tech.
Yeah. But then it led me down the rabbit hole of just crypto itself, and and then the community behind it, and I realized like how big things could really be in crypto, and how it could actually add utility to everybody's life. Like, for example, I realized that taking a bank transfer can take up to 3 days if you're sending from a country to another country. But with crypto, it's instant.
Instant.
And the best thing is that there's no middleman to wait on to push a button. It's you agree between, say, myself and you, and we agreed upon the conditions, and that's what it is. And it can never, and not one party can say that it was unfair, because it goes on the blockchain. It can never be duplicated, can never be deleted.
Exactly. It's safer. It can't get lost. As long as you're sending it to the right address, it cannot get lost.
Yeah. So that's my story into crypto. And then coming into 2020, mid 2020 is when I started to learn how to trade, because I was going through a phase of, at the start of crypto, I was obviously buying the bottoms before the run up. And I realized there was a few coins I was selling well before their time of hitting their peak. And I couldn't understand why. Why was it still going up after I sold? I thought this was enough, and then I bought some more, and then I thought I'd sell it from here, and then I bought it again, and then obviously the market went right up, and then it pulled back, and that's where I got caught out. So in that period, I got caught out of holding coins, and I wanted to know, how do I maximize my profits, and understand how can I understand how this market turns around, and how can I benefit? And so I had to learn how to read charts.
Yes, I did recommend about 3 days ago that everyone, and I've been in this space for some time. I'm not a pro, but these are things you have to learn how to do for yourself. Because if you depend on someone who has a chart and they're doing great, or they claim to be doing great, you're actually giving someone else the authority to run your positions, because you're going off of their information to move your money around. And I feel everyone should learn how and understand to read the charts. I agree with you. And that's another very important thing. Take your notes, everybody, because it's up to you. If you mess up, you can blame yourself. You can't say, oh, well, so-and-so on YouTube told me the market was going down, so I sold, and the market was actually ready to pump. And the truth is, everything, if you agree or disagree, let me know. Everything is speculative. Everything is predictions.
Yeah, I totally agree. And there's definitely I feel there's definitely a benefit towards learning how to read a chart, and also being in the space and learning about crypto in general. I've actually been involved in some scam projects. Didn't even know it was a scam, because I was so fresh and so new to the space. There was a lot of, back in 2020, there was a lot of scams.
Do you care of naming some?
Yeah. I can actually. There's a few. There was one named Tron X. So that project was a really big scam. No, I wasn't even aware it was a staking project. So they promised you an APY of something ridiculous. I think it was like 1,000%. And the website was set up really well. And all you had to do was deposit your funds, and you can withdraw at any time. But they were giving you these large percentages of interest per day, per week. It was absolutely insane. And thankfully I did get in early, but the problem was that it blew up so quick that the dev team just rug pulled.
Wow.
It was across everything, all social medias. It was right across Facebook, and everybody was talking about it. And then before you know it, they had ran away with a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of rug pulls. These are the topics I want to try to go across a little bit of everything on this live.
Yep.
And I want you to continue your story, but I just want to turn over to everyone else on other exchanges. If you want to join the panel, Welcome, everybody, and I appreciate you all being here. If you want to join the panel, click under my profile, the YouTube button. It'll take you to this live. Once you're on this live, if you go in the comments, you're going to see a link that says StreamYard. Click that link, and I will have you in the waiting room, and I'm going to bring everybody up. Depending on how many people are waiting, will determine how long you will have a few minutes to talk to the people and tell them your journey, where you are in the crypto space, if you're new, if you've been here, and this is how we're going to start the show. Then I'm going to bring everybody up so we can all converse as a community. So please go to the profile and jump on through the StreamYard link. I appreciate you all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, so there was a lot of projects when I first got involved that I didn't know was a scam, and so and most of them were on the Tron network. There was
on Tron network. Okay.
Yeah, and in the year of 2020, leading into 2021, there was probably about 30 projects that were just rug pulling everybody left, right, and center, and it started because staking was a hot topic at the time.
Right.
And people were looking somewhere to park their money and earn interest while the market was still trying to make its way to the bull run. And then the bull run came in, and then that's when we started to see. That's when you see influxes of scam projects. That's when you start to see everybody coming out talking about buy my coin or buy this coin. You know how like we get a lot of posts coming through on a bull run about meme coins? Like when we had the Shiba, and then all of a sudden we had all these types of coins that look like Dodge and Shiba Inu, but it was
there's so many dog coins when
Safe Moon, I think Safe Moon was one of them that blew up, and then we had 1 million Safe Moons coming out. And
listen, there's like yesterday I was telling, and today too, there's an XRP. So for the new people in this space that don't know any better, on like almost every platform you look at, everyone's like, get XRP Classic, it's going to moon. So if you're new in the space, you may buy XRP Classic, but it's not the XRP that I'm talking about. So these are things that I'm glad you're touching that topic that people need to understand. You just said a bunch of safe moons, a bunch of dogs, a bunch of this. People, be careful. Keep on.
Yeah, so during bull runs, you get a lot of this. Like if you look at the bear market, since we've been in this downturn, all of them have disappeared. There's no one really around. But you watch, soon as this bull market kicks off, there'll be a ton of them, and you'll probably get that with the AI coins next. Leading in, if we start to rally now, coming into May, before we turn around, then you're going to see AI blow up, and then you're going to have a whole bunch of AI staking coins, AI fork coins. You're going to have AI projects coming out, and it's just, you got to be really careful in this space.
Yeah, you know what's crazy that you're saying that? And I have a question for you. And like I said, this whole stream is for educational purposes, so there's no dumb question. I know about Fetch AI, but yesterday I heard of a Fetch IO.
Yeah, and I'm not too familiar on the AI coins, but I sort of read the narrative when Chat GPT. You know what Chat GPT is, right?
Yeah, that's that robot that's supposed to know everything. Yeah.
Well, once that came out, you could tell what was going to happen in the industry. All the AI coins blew up. So, right. So I'm not quite familiar with a lot of AI coins. There's only a few I know, but like you said, you see how we have Fetch AI, then Fetch IO.
Yeah.
Then they start stemming off that, and then
right, and even the white papers are similar. So then you get confused. Like, wait a minute, I just invested in AI, but everyone else and their grandmother's talking about IO.
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. There's definitely lots to be aware of when it comes to crypto. And I think I've watched a few of your posts on TikTok, and I see you talking about sticking to maybe the top 20 coins. Yeah. And are you still there? I think you disappeared. Can you hear me?
there? I apologize. Things like this happen.
No, that's cool. Can
I'm
you hear
so
me?
sorry. Yeah, I lost you for I don't know what we missed. Sometimes for some reason, StreamYard, it's great, but I lose the stream every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second, please. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, continue. I'm so sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. We're back. We're back. Guy, we can hear you. Stand by, everyone. StreamYard is
Okay.
Okay,
Can
you're
you hear
there.
me?
Yes, sir. I apologize.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
If
Okay.
you lose me, just sit around, and if you get knocked off, just pop back in. It's the StreamYard. It's not me. I'm not taking you off.
Okay, so yeah, we were talking about scam coins, I believe.
Yes.
Sort of caught me off guard. Yeah. So again, yeah, if you're in the space, and like you said before, everyone's talking about XRP Classic. There was ETH Classic. There's Bitcoin Cash. So there's
Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. They got Doge Chain.
Yeah.
It's not Doge. Like people that don't know, they think, oh, well, Doge Chain is the new one from Doge. No, it's not. It's a scam. Will it come to see? I believe, I'm sorry, and I'll let you finish. I believe, and I stick to my guns, Doge and Shiba Inu, not Shiba this, Shiba that, Elon Mars, Doge. I believe that Doge and Shiba Inu are the only two, what started out as a meme coin, that will be in the top 10. And there's never, probably ever, not in my lifetime, I could be wrong though, gonna be any other doggies jumping on the top 15. They made it there and they're gonna stay because they have a lot of community.
Yep, and then I have to agree. Like, if anyone's watching and you're new to the space, like take note of this, because you're going to see a lot of variances off these coins. There's going to be so many different types of coins that are based off Doge or Shiba. I've been there and I've done it. I've done the Doge Mars. I've done the Elon F Loki. I've done it all. I've done the Safe Moons. Understand, like, a lot of these coins are just going to rug pull on you. A lot of the coins that are based off the top 20 coins. Like, if somebody comes in tomorrow and says there's a Doge mixed in with Shiba, just if you're not first and you're in, you need to get out real quick, or just be prepared to lose that. Be prepared to lose that money.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we have Crypto Quincy in the building. I'm going to bring him up, and we will get back to you. Okay. Stand by for 1 moment.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Stand by for 1 moment. We got Crypto Quincy in the building. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Finally.
Yeah, I know. How you doing?
Good. Salute. Everybody go follow Crypto Quincy. Make sure you're following his right page. Quincy, I want you to do 2 things and then talk to the people, because I have a lot of new people and I want them to know your best tips, but I want you to also plug in your Discord so everyone can jump on board, because I talk about you and Crypto Chick all the time. The floor is yours.
Okay. What platform is this?
We are on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok.
Oh, man. Okay.
We're trying to reach out, but I'm really trying to reach out on the educational purpose to the newbies and get people like yourself to come in and share some wisdom. And I need to bring you back in. Where's Quincy? Here we go. Everybody else, please stand by.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, it's dark in here.
I'm bringing you. Where? Oh, you're in California, right? I'm trying to bring you back in. I don't know what just happened.
Hold on.
Okay, we got Crypto Quincy in the building.
What about now? You guys can see me now?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. This is my first time doing the StreamYard.
All right. So it's the first time we finally see each other face to face, because we've been talking via chat on your live stream. So everyone, this is Crypto Quincy. Follow him.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm Crypto Quincy. I've been doing crypto for about 2.5 years, somewhere around there. And I do like A lot of meme coins. Those are my specialties right there. But like I was telling you before, that those are like the most dangerous ones, but they the most high risk ones. But it's mostly the high rewards. Like meaning like you get like a 100x, sometime 1,000x, stuff like that. And also I have manifested it where I don't have to use my own money anymore to invest in crypto. With that being said, is when I make money off of a project or something like that. Let's say, for example, I'm gonna give you a quick example. Let's say if I put $100 into a coin, right? Let's say if I make $1,000, I'll put that 100 back in my pocket. Now I got 900 to play with, so I'll kind of like spread it around, jump on some other coins, stuff like that. That's basically how I manifest, But the lower the market cap you get in, the better, The higher. I don't know if you explained to your followers about what market cap about the like. That's what a lot of people need to learn about, that market cap. Like, for example, I always get this number one question: what's going on with Shiba? What's up with Shiba? What's up with Shiba? And a lot of people don't understand is I'm not saying it's too late, but if they would have got in at a lower market cap, they wouldn't have to be asking that question. Like when we had first seen Shiba Inu, we seen it at maybe like 200 to $300 million market cap, and it went to all-time high 45 billion. Can you hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, so that's basically my little my story. If that makes sense to a lot of new people.
Yes, it does. And can you tell everybody about your Discord, your money
oh,
bags, so they
oh,
can join?
the Telegram, the Telegram page. I mean, the Telegram link is Price Bag Lounge. In order to find that, I don't know what happens. I know our website is under construction. We used to have a site called pricebag.net, but I don't know exactly what happened to it. Twizzy was getting it. It was under construction, so that's not working right now. My TikTok is crypto underscore Quincy, and I
And
have my bio.
there's 1,000 fake ones. So tell them how to determine your real one.
On the real one, you'll see it'll have 25,000 followers, and that's the correct one. And YouTube, same thing, crypto Quincy. And also, I don't know if I told him I teach crypto for free. I don't believe you should have to pay to learn how to do crypto.
Salute to for that one.
And in order to keep me motivated to teach crypto for free, I make my students go out and give to the homeless. And
Amen.
I make them document it, man. They'll do like a little video, and hey, this is on behalf of Price Bag, and then they'll post the video in the group, and they'll keep the class going. Sounds kind of crazy because everybody always asks me, "What's the catch? What's the catch?" I'm like, "That is the catch."
Well, that's a beautiful thing. And Quincy, I tell you, I always, when I do speak about you, whether it's on YouTube, this whole TikTok thing is new for me. I do the Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And I always tell people to be careful. My sister called me the Wendy Williams of crypto because the truth is I will call an influencer out with receipts, not just talking crap. I would say, you said this, you told them this, they got wrecked, you got paid to do this, you got paid to do that, you charge people, and this isn't what we're here for. There's very few people in the space. That's why I always say Crypto Quincy. It's been almost 2 years I've been following him, and never once did he try to sell something, scam anyone. If anything, he's super, super honest.
Oh yeah, and I always tell them the 3 rules, which is rule number one: never put in more than what you can afford to lose. And I always say, I say this every single day about the rules. Rule number two: never let nobody tell you what to buy, sell, or hold,
Exactly.
unless you're paying a professional financial advisor. And rule number three is always take profit. Though that was what I go by on crypto. Is those 3 rules. Rule number two, that's the most crucial. Is one is like I was telling people, it's okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you want to show somebody a coin, like, hey, take a look at it, but don't ever tell anybody, hey, buy it, or if you got a coin, sell it. Hurry up, and like, I always tell people to do their own research. Make sure you do your own research. Because like I've seen a lot. It happened to me. It happened to me twice. When remember when I told you my cousin told me
Right,
don't buy B&B, and it was at $27,
right.
and it went to $672, and I didn't do the research. I just listened to him. And then I end up missing out on that money. You know what I'm saying? If I did the research my own self, I would have found out that it wasn't anything going on with embezzlement, and I would have made a lot of money off of it.
Absolutely,
That's why you
absolutely. I
gotta
agree with
do
you. I
research.
have a girlfriend who's in the chat, Marty, and she's in the space because she trusted that I was doing it, and she did her research, and she's my little we talk to each other all day about crypto, and I talk. I help you get in, but here's the thing: you need to have an exit plan yourself.
Yeah,
You know, like I'm not going to tell you when to short it, when to sell it. If you just know those numbers are going to be at a certain price and you see them a little higher and you
right,
think you're going to go even higher, well, that's on you. I'm never going to tell you when to sell.
right,
Never. Because I ain't telling nobody when I'm selling, and that's nobody's business.
right.
You know,
Definitely.
and the good thing is like you'll show, and I always say it like with humbleness, how you speak. Like, oh, so many times Quincy jumps on. Let me see if I could get back in the stream. Quincy jumps on, and Quincy's like all excited, and he's like, "Oh, I made some money today." And most people that say that, you'll see like Carl Moon, he made $1.5 million. Quincy's like, "I made $130," and he's happy because he put $5 into something.
Yeah.
You know,
And also, I always share my losses too, because I always make sure to let everybody know you're going to lose money too. It ain't all peaches and cream all the time.
right?
Always make sure to share my losses, and 'cause I try to keep it as authentic as possible. Like I say, I don't got anything to sell, so I don't got no reason to lie about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
People.
what do you think? I'm sorry. What do you think about just in your opinion? And I'm not going to name anyone,
Mhm.
but what do you think about the ebooks that are being sold to new people in this space for a couple of hundred to $1,000? Do you think that's fair? Because
It's not fair. Mostly ebooks I've seen is just introduction, uh, like for example, one of the guys, I don't want if you want to say no names, the ebook doesn't teach you um like crypto like all the way. Like how remember when I was telling you about what was that coin called? ICP.
yes,
Um one of the devs has sold his bag. He owned 25% of the he owned 25% of the coin, which is very, very dangerous because it dropped from $630 to 20. And a lot of people they wouldn't I didn't see it in the book. They don't understand about how to check the developer wallets. I always make sure to watch the developer wallet, because I got to make sure he's not selling on us.
how
A
much
lot,
they have,
of
right?
the books, a lot of the books just tells you what's the definition of crypto. They just take the definition of a bull run. They didn't tell anybody. They didn't explain the market cap all the way. They didn't explain the liquidity. They didn't explain. It's just mostly the same stuff on Google is the same stuff that's in those books.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
And,
exact same. So
and I was thinking if I had, not that I will ever, because all that information is basic common information. If you can find that yourself. If I had an ebook and I was selling it, I would think with crypto changing every day, you would have to update that book like every week.
you're right. You're right.
It can't be generic because crypto today ain't crypto tomorrow. It might not be crypto tonight.
Yeah, just like the Luna thing. You know what I mean? Like they didn't see it coming because they didn't know how to do research. When I seen it coming, like it wasn't nothing about being smart or anything. It's just I just seen it coming with the Luna thing, and then it ended up crashing. But that wouldn't have been in no book because they is it how can they could have known what to look for if like you said a book has to be updated every day. So yeah, that's just yeah, if you're gonna sell a book, just make sure that you tell them that it's introduction or something. Don't tell them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't knock anybody for like okay, it's this lady named Kelly. She's like the most best stock teacher I ever seen. It's worth every penny. She has it set up. What is she? She does mostly stock options. She teach you how to chart read and teach you how to do research. She does meetings every day. it's worth it. Everybody in there is making money. I've seen it with my own eyes. So if you're gonna have a course or something, then I seen and she's reachable. So a lot of people that charges money for like a course, they're not reachable. You know, most of them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I appreciate you, and I got everybody in the TikTok talking about, oh my gosh, she's talking to Quincy, and they love you, and
Oh, well, thank you.
he's taking care of the homeless, not only himself.
Always,
I
yeah,
like I like how Quincy gives back. Do you have a few minutes, Quincy? If anybody wants to jump on here and talk to you on this live,
yeah. That's cool. Let's do
I know you're always running around, little lunatic. You're always busy.
it.
Right. If anybody, I'm talking into the TikTok now. If anybody wants to talk to Quincy, go to my profile, click on the play button. It's going to take you to my YouTube stream live. In my comment section is a StreamYard link. Click it, jump on the panel, and Quincy's going to stick around for a few minutes. And you're all welcome to join this live. This is what we're here for. We have a gentleman, the liquidity trader, in the building right now. So I'm just going to give him a moment to say hi to you, Quincy, because he's been in the space for quite some time too.
Oh, cool.
And we all like to build community and build a group of friends that can all help each other out.
Oh yeah, nice. Like the more people, the better. You know, that's what I always say. Like it's all about networking. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
can't.
cool.
I can hear him though.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh,
Hey, Quincy,
what's going on, brother? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Look, some of the things you said, like the do your own research, it's you have to do it. I have 100% agree with you.
Definitely, man. I don't like I preach that every single day in my life, man, because people be wanting me to spoon feed them and how do you know? I'm like, bro, you got to do your research, man. I'm like, and I'll try to give them some tools, and because I tell them like doing research one day, like, dude, like I'm still researching Ethereum, and it's been over 2 years. I'm still got to research every day. It's like this. What's your name?
On here, I'll just go as the liquidity trader.
Liquidity trader. So check this out, right? I'll explain it like this. If you own a business, right? Let's say you buy a business tomorrow, and you're gonna keep up with your business. You're gonna keep up with your books, your meetings, and all that stuff, right? You're not just gonna turn your back on it. So I'll be telling people, if you buy into a project, you're gonna have to stay in tune, attend the AMAs and keep up with the news, keep up with the community every single day, because you're now a part of that. You're now part of that business. If you buy into something, that's what I believe in.
Yeah, and there were some other points too you spoke about, like I believe she just spoke about ebooks being for sale. Now I've seen some stuff where there's people out here and they are selling ebooks that are just super basic. Even in the trading world, you can find all the stuff on Google.
you definitely
you literally can if you just focus and you go to Google and type it in what you want to know, you'll find it.
Definitely.
So that was another point that you were talking about, and having an exit plan. That was another big point. You got to have an exit plan, because if you got an entry plan, you got to have an exit plan.
Oh man, I was on live earlier, man, and I was going over rule number 3: always take profit. One of my friend of mine bought ILV, Alluvium.
Alluvium, yep.
Yeah, I think he got it at around $30. Remember during the bull run, it went to like $1,800. He was up maybe like 72,000. And a couple of them like, okay, that's great, that's cool, man. A couple of weeks went by, crash, and then we went back to that conversation. Well, man, that's 72,000. I'm like, I'm glad you pulled it. He's like, I didn't sell it. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't sell it? And guess what? He's back where he started at. So he was up 72 grand, and now the coin dropped way down. If he would have took profit, and he could have rebought it, if he really believed in it. Because I always tell people, when a coin goes up, it has to come back down. It just can't keep going straight up. Remember last bull run, everybody kept saying, oh, Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000.
Yeah.
Bust, man. I'm like, dude, like it's pumping too high. It got to bust. It's got to come back down. Then it's gonna go back up, but it has to come back down. It just has to. Exit plan. That is actually, I definitely really believe it.
And if you, I believe, if you don't have an exit plan, at least take the money off the table that you put in. At least,
Right.
at
That
minimum, just take your money back so you can't not go wrong.
right. Yeah, man.
What do you think about just experience overall in the industry? It's something you sort of can't
Yeah. Experience.
explain. It's like it's really weird because this game is so dynamic. It's not exponential. It's linear. It goes everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Like I say, experience comes over time. You know, like I
Yeah,
was telling them, like you can't learn it overnight. You know, it's still stuff I'm still learning. You know.
You got to learn every
yeah,
day. If you're really in this
yeah,
space for long term, you have to educate yourself continuously, and you have to find a community, because one person cannot. While we're talking here, something's probably going on that we don't know yet.
Right. And I always
yeah.
tell this where everybody get blinded from. Like I got it's probably like 3 people from our group that are millionaires, right? And guess what? We all bought like the same type of coins. So a lot of people get blindsided. Like let's say if they see a millionaire, like, oh man, he must be doing something right because he's rich. But check this out. They don't understand that they might have put more money on that coin, and that's how they became, that's how they made more money off the coin. They might have got lucky, just it doesn't always mean that they're going to be right every single time, so that's where another thing, like you said, do your own research. Like this guy, he had made some money. He probably, I think it was might have been Dogecoin or something. He was up, but the coin was already pumped up already. And then people were thinking that it was going to make the same bag. They would think they was going to make the same amount of money. And I was like, no, you're not going to make the same type of money because you would have had to bought it at the price he bought it at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree, Quincy. It's definitely, and I think what plays a major part is what's your vision like? Is it short term or is it long term?
Oh, dude, I do it all, man. I do day trading, long, but crypto in general, long term.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's what people need to understand, like when they first come into crypto. Do you have a long term vision in this game, or are you here just for a short time?
Yeah. And then, like I tell people, man, I make sure, like, when I'm on my live or when I'm teaching people, I always like normally I try to do like it in like a class, like with a whole bunch of people at once. And before I start the class, I let them know up front. I'm like, this is what's going to happen before you start your crypto journey. You're going to lose money sometime. I'm like, if you can't do
Yep.
your research, you're going to be frustrated. It's going to be sleepless nights. It's going to be bad days and good days. And I was like,
Absolutely.
if you guys can't deal with that, you might as well just not even do it.
Yes.
And the most important part is patience.
Patience, and it's very mental.
And you're not going to get rich overnight or nothing like that. It takes time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Crypto Quincy's in the building. We just got a gentleman on here. Always be straight. Welcome to the panel. We
Hey,
you, brother.
I didn't mean to go on. Quincy is my teacher. I just got off a live with him on another channel. I don't want to really take up nobody else's time because
No, you're not taking nobody's
yeah,
time.
he is he gonna give it to you straight 100%. I actually
Amen.
I don't have a question right now. I was just listening and trying to get some nuggets. Sitting here doing some research right now. I'm writing down everything I possibly can because I'm hungry. And he is my mentor. I don't screw with nobody else out there, man. Nobody. And I'm telling you, if this guy give it to you, he'll give it to you.
God bless Quincy.
All right.
Yes.
Quincy, you're doing a really good job in the space. And yesterday, somebody said, or 2 days ago, and it's going to forever stay in my head. She said that I drew her into crypto. Just that alone meant a lot to me because she's heard about it and, just kept scrolling. But she said that I drew her into crypto. And that means a lot to me.
That's,
So just with that alone, I know I'm doing something right.
yeah, you're a good person, man. You always give them to them straight too.
Yeah, I don't want to see nobody lose money. I lost money in crypto. But why did I lose money? Because I didn't know enough. And I can only blame myself and take that as a lesson and
Mm,
share that information with everyone else.
Yep.
yeah, but
And
don't. Oh no, go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say my main reason why I had lost money. I don't want nobody to make the same mistake is because of FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Like I'll see one of my friends, oh, they might be up 10 grand, 20 grand, and I don't want to miss out on it. So I'll end up buying on a green chart, and then it end up dumping every single time. So make sure that was basically when I first started. They call it FOMO. So don't
Yeah.
let don't get FOMO. Just if you see some, just like Shiba Inu, like, and then, like a lot of people FOMO'd in, they bought at the top.
Yeah.
That's
Well, my biggest loss, I've had a few losses, but like I said, you got to speak it and let people know what not to do. My biggest problem was the panic selling in the beginning. And I tell people, if you're not sure, don't even press the button. Just don't sell it. So I basically panic sold, lost a shitload of money. And, luckily I'm fortunate enough to just swallow the losses on the shit coins. But that's because I should have never been buying them from the get, because I'm not into that. I don't know about that. I was like, okay, they're buying it, I'll buy it. And I have Ethereum Max, $1,000 investment that when it's sitting there now at $2.30. To me, those are L's, and there's no reason to even sell them, because hey, maybe one day it might pop up. I have a better chance of making $5 than selling at $2, right? So to me, I just leave them there. It's a joke. It's part of the journey, and that's it. You move forward.
Yeah, I try to encourage people don't even. Those are the more like gamble. That's why I tell like I told people, it's you got I say you got like between 2 or 3 type of traders. You got your emotional type of traders. You got your skittish as a deer type of traders. I always say those are the best ones. Are the ones that skittish like a deer. Like I always say, if a deer hears a tree branch falls, they're going to run. Meaning they're going to do investigation. Meaning like research. Always got a parable for everything I say too. And like they do their research thoroughly. They do the crypto game like chess. Those are the best type of traders, and they don't really do the meme coins like that. Me, I'm like a high risk type of trader. That's the type of trader I am, and I tell everybody don't be like don't be like that. Where just take your time. It's just I got lucky on those shit coins.
Right. And just so the audience who don't know, because man, if you don't know Crypto Quincy, now you know him. Okay, everybody follow one another. And even though you're following one another too, I just want you all to know, sometimes there's fake people out there. They'll see you following Quincy, they'll follow you back and say, hey, it's Quincy, I want to help you. Quincy ain't doing that unless he talks to you on a live and says, contact me. But if he's randomly contacting you, it's not him.
It's like a lot of, on TikTok, they'll make like fake pages of people that got like a lot of followers. And they'll say, they'll DM. I don't ever DM anybody first or nothing like that. But here, I don't know if I can flip my camera. Let me see. I never used the StreamYard before. How do you flip the camera on here?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been using
StreamYard this is my first time.
3 years, and I don't know how to use all the features.
No, I don't think I can flip the camera. I was going to show them this is the page. Can you guys see it?
Yes. Does everybody see it? Let me bring them up solo.
That's
so you can see it. Hold on, I'm going to zoom you in.
Okay, and that's the TikTok page. And then when you go to the link tree, then that'll bring you to the free crypto group too.
Got you.
All right.
I learned more in there in an hour than I have 6 months out here looking around trying to learn something, man. I promise you. But I really appreciate you, man. I really do, Doc.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah.
Quincy, there's a question. How do you get around? I can answer this, but I'll let you because I'm giving you the floor. How do you get around? What did they say?
Paying high tax and doing pump and dump trading.
No, wait. Someone was asking about taxes, but I guess I lost the question.
So he's basically asking, like, let me see. He said, how do you get around paying high tax doing pump and dump trading? So he's talking about, if I think I know what he's talking about, I think he's talking about the slippage fees. Are you talking about those type of taxes?
Probably the taxes that he has to pay on his crypto, even if it's a pump and dump.
Well, those are tricky because the reason, let me tell you, sometimes you can get away with it. Which live are you on right now? You're on TikTok live?
We are on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time.
Okay. I don't want to go deep into it but I'm just gonna answer your question um the best way I can without having to. Okay. You know the reason why the government wants to regulate crypto? They don't give a damn about the like the meme coins, nothing like that. They want to regulate it because
The bank cryptos we're talking about?
no. Last bull run, right? A lot of people made millions of dollars on those shit coins. And guess what happened? The government couldn't see the gains because you don't have to have a social security card or an ID to get on any of those DeFi exchanges such as Pancakes.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So a lot of people were doing like swapping coins here, swapping coins there. So it's kind of hard to explain.
It's basically the back door, the black market of crypto.
Basically, because let's say for example, like let's say you bought Dogecoin, Coinbase or something like that. You have to have an ID or a security card to even get on Coinbase and to put it into your bank account, and they can see your gains. So when you're on like Uniswap, Uniswap is making a lot of money now. With taxes like slippage, like for example, SafeMoon, right? SafeMoon was I think it was 10 or 11% buy and sell. So let's say for example you buy $100 in, right? And you make $3,000 off of that. When you sell it, they're going to take 10%, and it's going to go to, let me see, I think like 3 to 5% goes to the liquidity, and the other percent goes to the marketing and the holders and everything, and then some goes to PancakeSwap, or if you got an ERC20 token, some goes to Uniswap. So here's the play. The government, where's the government money? See how that works? So Uniswap is getting all this money from all these coins, and not the bank, I'm sorry, the government, where's their cut? So that's why this is what I believe. I'm not saying this is the reason why they want to regulate, but this is one of the main reasons I believe, because of that last bull run with all they made all those millions. And where's Uncle Sam cut? Why are you why can't you get these exchanges to get people IDs and social security cards? Numbers. So that's what I believe. That's Uncle Sam wants his cut. That's what it's all about, money. The government already seen the potential into Bitcoin, right? When all these altcoins popped up, Uncle Sam's not seeing none of that. So I think they regulated Bitcoin already, right? Because like I said, you got to before all this stuff was like cryptocurrency was like untraceable type of money, like a lot of criminals was using it, to buy drugs. I want you guys to look up this thing called Silk Road. It's on YouTube. Watch the documentary on that.
He said, watch the documentary on Silk Road.
Silk Road. That's when the whole world found out about Bitcoin. Was from that. It was the FBI ended up busting them. That's the first time. I'm dead serious. It's crazy.
Got you. Did you hear? I'm sorry, Quincy. Did you hear? I read it about 2 a.m. So it might have been earlier for you where you are. Something about Binance is going to halt any movements of crypto under $100,000, meaning you can't move your crypto in Binance. I don't know if this is just Binance US or Binance somewhere else, but it will have to be a minimum of $100,000. And if it's less than 100 grand, you cannot convert it to USDC or DT. And this is something I read late last night.
I don't know. That's why I always tell people to make sure they put their long-term coins on a nano ledger or any ledger.
Right. Not your keys.
I did see something about that. About $100,000 withdrawal. They won't do anything under. I don't
sorry?
know. It was, I heard what you were saying. I read the news on it. I'm trying to find it now.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I'm not sure if it was
Someone in
blamed.
Canada just said it's in the UK, so she heard it too. Hi, Sweetness. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's crazy because when I read that last night, I just thought to myself, because all of us are doing research, all of us are trying to educate ourselves daily. Crypto changes constantly. But
Right.
I told many people, once there's regulation, I'm for the regulation as far as getting all the shit coins out of the space. And I'm sorry, Quincy, I don't know what you can do with your free time, but regulation as far as, rug pools where people are losing their shorts and their earnings, their life savings. So everyone should be careful no matter what you're investing into. But I tell people with XRP, I think, and this is just me, no, I didn't read nothing. I think that it may get to a point with many cryptos, not just XRP, but I'm thinking specifically XRP, that once there's regulation and this case is over, they may say, Quincy, you already bought 1,000 XRP. You can't buy another 1,000 until, the next 30 days or so. I think there's going to be some type of regulation, because when I read this article last night, I said, there it goes. They already started. So are you looking for the article?
Yeah, no, I was checking something out. I was trying to go on. I was trying to invite your page to my boy Twizzy so he can check you out.
Oh,
you know Twizzy the coin flipper.
Yeah, I know who Twizzy is because of you, but I've never seen him. But I've heard you speak fondly of him many times, and he's always in your topics about how he made the bags. Good for him.
Yeah. Twizzy became a millionaire off the meme coins, off the shit coins.
Good for him. God bless him.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah. Now this XRP thing, what the heck is going on? Like why is it taking so long? Like what are they? I'm confused. Like I've been trying to figure out why. Okay, the case is looking good, but what exactly is the next piece of the puzzle? Is basically what I'm asking. That's the answer I can't find.
Well, from what I understand is Brett Garlinghouse said that he's very confident, and he said that if they settled, they would have to settle with the words attached to it that XRP is not a security. And then he said, if XRP was deemed a security, this is how sure he is that that we're going to win the case. And I say where, because I'm invested heavily in XRP. He said that if XRP is deemed a security, well, then now they got to look back at Ethereum, Bitcoin, and several other cryptos. So with that said, it made me more confident that they're going to make the decision, and that will be the settlement, and we can move forward, because this is only in the U.S. And I feel, honestly, at the end of the day, whether the U.S. wins or not, I mean, I want Ripple to win, but crypto is worldwide. So what's happening in America, really, I mean, it should make sense, but it really don't have anything to do with crypto because it's worldwide. And the U.S. government has no say-so anywhere else.
Right.
So that's a good thing. That's a positive, and it's a plus.
Definitely.
It's definitely funny that you said that, how you say the US doesn't really have a say anywhere else, when in actual fact the US has a say here in Australia.
Really?
Whatever the US does, Australia and New Zealand follow. Like, it's incredible the amount of power the US has across the globe.
Okay, so you're affected, but the people in Europe aren't affected.
Yeah, and I think they're the only ones. But I think they tend to follow at the end of it. So whenever the SEC gets involved, it's a wrap. They say something happens, it's a wrap. KYC is everywhere because of the US. And then they reframe it to say that it's know your customer, it's security. It's not really. It's because SEC wants to know everybody's move. I think 2 days ago they launched a international crypto investigation, federal, whatever it is they have going on over there, because an exchange, I'm not too sure if you guys heard about it, but Blitz Lato, Did you guys hear about that? The Russian
Yeah,
guy?
the exchange. I never heard that in my life. As long as
Yeah,
I've been in crypto, I've never heard of it. Biz Lotto.
yeah. I don't think anyone that's been in the space for a long time has heard of it. It's just made up. But I think it's caused the SEC to say, "Hey, we want to be able to get into everybody's files across the globe, and let's regulate it." So,
I got a
yeah,
question for you. I'm sorry. Crypto Ledger, right? That's his name. Ledger Interceptor. What do you call this?
Liquidator.
The
liquidity trader.
liquidity trader. Yeah. What do you think about that guy? His name Gerald Cotton. Remember, he had made an exchange in Canada, and he went on vacation in India, and his so-called girlfriend said he was dead, and they buried him over there or something like that. And 3 days later, I think it was like three. It might have been $3 or $10 million inside of that exchange. And 3 days later, after his death, the exchange shut down, and some guy knew how to do the research and track the wallets and stuff. He seen all that money get transferred to somebody to another account. Do you think that guy is dead, or what do you think about that? Or do you ever heard about that, the Gerald Cotton guy?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the documentary that was on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah.
Is that the one?
What do you think about that? I don't know, man. It seemed kind of.
It's what's funny to me is like when you think about him, you tie everything else that comes involved. So if you look at Sam Bankman-Fried,
Mm-hmm.
then you look at Duquan,
Mm,
you see how everybody's just getting off the hook.
yeah.
Like why is all these guys getting off?
I don't
Like
know.
you're willing to chase some made up Russian guy for 700 million, but you won't chase someone who owns an exchange. So I think he's out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think he is too, man. Because it doesn't make no sense. Like, okay,
Nah,
this guy's young too. Like, I think it's like in his.
but like I believe like if you're going to arrest this guy, he's probably more useful to you than he is in jail, because if crypto is the biggest disruptor, then you want to have somebody on your side that knows a lot about crypto.
Yeah, it
So
was.
it's not hard to release a press story saying we've arrested him and now he's in jail, when in fact he's he's helping us understand what crypto is. Because like a lot of the people that are involved in crypto on the higher level from a government space, they're not very clever. Like we got to be honest.
Yeah. What's your
They
top
don't know
what's
much
your
about it.
top three coins right now? Like what would you tell the followers to do some research on? Like what's your top three?
Oh, jeez. Mine has always been Chainlink.
Okay, I like that.
Chainlink because it's the biggest Oracle feed, so it gives you the most updated prices. It's in esports. I'm not too sure if everyone knows what esports are, but it's electronic gaming, and I think it was the second biggest industry to grow. So it was right next to the UFC. It was $1 billion industry.
Okay, I did hear about that. Okay.
So Chainlink, and not only that, in the UK they
I'm going
use
to ask him right
their
now.
Oracle to help their hospitals. So if somebody's at home and pushes a button, there's an emergency service. It's really fast. They use Chainlink's technology.
Mm.
I was going to say Sol, but Sol's now. We've seen what happened with FTX. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say it's XRP,
Okay.
Chainlink, and ADA.
Okay. Well, I like, of course, Ethereum.
Yeah.
Sandbox was my top list, but I'm kind of mad at Sandbox right now. So I'm going to say, see, I got Ethereum, HBAR. That's a really good one, man. I call it the sleeping giant.
Hedera, yep.
Yeah, HBAR is pretty good. Used to be Crow, but Crow, like I was telling everybody, man, Crow is a good coin, but it's also a dangerous coin because, like I told them, I always make sure to people that's very heavy invested in Crow, I always make them ask themselves this question: is it possible for any Fortune 500 company to fail? And if the answer is yes, then I'll make them ask, like, hey, well, is it possible for any exchange to fail? Pretty sure the answer is yes. So that's why I always tell them, be very careful if you're investing into an exchange, because look what happened to Voyager,
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I say, I like Ethereum. I'm gonna say Ethereum, HBAR, maybe XLM. My top
XLM.
three.
Yep.
I like XLM a lot.
What do you think about ETH fees?
Oh my God, they have lowers. They actually lowered down some because before during the bull run, dude, they were high.
Yeah.
When when I first bought Shiba Inu before it was on Binance, they had gas fees. I paid $76 just to buy the coin, and then was it May 9th is the day I sold. When it went to the all-time high, I think it was like 112. That was just for gas fee alone at the time, But you didn't miss it if you made like a 50 or 70x. But the gas fees were so high but I think since that ETH2 came out, I think the fees lowered. But I strongly believe once we hit another bull market, maybe the fees might go up. I don't know, but
Yep.
I don't like ETH fees. I hate them.
Yeah. I think ETH's going to be here to stay.
Oh yeah. That man, that guy is smart, man.
Yeah, I mean, here's a perspective for you that when I first joined crypto, if I had bought ETH and I had held ETH, I would still not be down right now, even in this whole bear market. Just to give you an example, if I had bought ETH when I first got in, you'd still be up 2-3x right now, even through the 70% pullback.
Okay. Do you do you be swinging it when it goes up to like 4K, you sell it then rebuy it? Do you do that sometime or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on the conditions.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Cool. Me
mainly how I
too.
do it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't do that. Like for example, like my friend, he got ETH maybe at 1,100, then it went up to like 4,000, and he ended up buying more. And I told him like, dude, you might want to take a look at the chart, and it ended up going back. He didn't take any profit. Now he's back where he started. Well, it's up 1,600 now, so he's up, but he doesn't. I told him you can make money off of a long-term coin, because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That's just the way it works.
And I think too, like that comes back to what we were talking about earlier. How are you here for the long run or are you here for the short run? If you're here for the long run, then you can buy at any price. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you you know what I mean? If you're here for the next 10 years and you solely believe that this is what it is.
Definitely. Somebody asked about that Silk Road. So when you type in Silk Road, type in this guy name. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the chat room. Hold on. This is the guy name that'll come up with the Silk Road.
And in the meantime, Quincy, someone has a question, and I believe the TikTok audience answered it, but they wanted to know how they can get your free classes.
All right.
I'm gonna let him tell you that. Where's the guy right here? I forgot your name, bro.
It's Benny.
Benny. Yeah, Benny.
Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
There you go. That'll work.
Because
Benny.
Benny.
Okay, family. I will be more than happy to tell.
Because Benny actually opened up the last classroom by tell him how you did it, Benny.
Awesome.
The price to become a student with Crypto Quincy and his gang is you guys gonna have to go out and find someone who is in need, homeless, preferably, buy them something to eat, maybe take them some shirts you want to throw away, blankets, some shoes. Just be nice and buy them something to eat. And when you present it to them, always make sure that you let that person know that it's on behalf of Price Bag. And that's all it takes, man. And then you can get this wealth of information. I'm thinking about just doing. I think that I'm gonna make I'm gonna do it every week until I make my first $1,000, man. I think that's something I'm gonna do because it's worth it. It feels good too,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody needs to pay it forward. Pay it forward.
So basically, to open up our next classes, I told the viewers, I told them we need 3 people. Go out, give to the homeless, and then make sure to do the video. And then once they post, once I see 3 videos of somebody giving to the homeless, money or food, whatever, and they posted in the 3rd video that's posted in the room, I'll schedule the next class 24 hours from the 3rd person who gives to the homeless.
That's right.
And that's how we do our classes. And sometimes
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I'm always reachable too. Like I say, like even if we don't have the class, like if you DM me on Telegram, I'm always there. And I got other people. It's just not just me. We got Twizzy, Jason, any moderator that's in our room is always willing to help. Because we got moderators in there too, and they're very knowledgeable.
Boy, they beasts, boy. I'm telling you. But I got to clock out, guys. I enjoyed this, and Crypto Granny, man, thank you for allowing me to be in your space, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Benny, you see, dude just said chain link, right?
He did
earlier. You might want to write that down too.
I did. I wrote it down when you said it, brother.
That is a
Got to
good
go do my research now. So
Benny, you're very welcome, and I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you also came here and showed up and let everybody know how great Quincy is, because he's really, I could be his mom, but he's really got a good spirit, and I could read people, and
I appreciate it.
He's definitely blessed. He's anointed in some way. I don't want to get religious, but Quincy's a good kid. And your parents should be proud of you.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm going to come and hang out with you a little bit more often.
All right. Thank you. Welcome to the circle. Welcome to the community.
All right,
I appreciate you all. Thank you, Quincy.
Yeah, no problem. And it was good meeting everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all and your time. Time is precious.
No problem.
I'll catch up with you soon.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate.
All right.
Thank you. Everybody go to Quincy's thing, and he gave the instructions. You already know. We'll talk about it on my next live. All right. Thank you,
I just
Quincy.
gave you a follow too, Quincy.
Thanks,
nice
man.
to meet
see you too, man.
Thank you. Everyone follow one another. Thank you so much. So, liquidity trader, I'm sorry for keeping you in the dark. And it's morning.
No, that's
and
cool. It's good.
You woke up super early. You woke up super early in Australia, right? Australia, New Zealand.
Australia.
To me, it's the same place, is it?
No, it's two different places.
Okay. Yeah, one day I have family that visited Australia, and I had a friend many years ago who moved to Australia, and I heard they had like a pretty large Puerto Rican community, which is very interesting. So maybe one day I'll get out there.
Yep.
Thank you. One day I'll get out there. So what I'm gonna do, Marty, are you in the building? Marty? We're waiting for Marty to come in. You have time to stick around, Liquidity?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna step off the camera for just about 8 minutes. Marty's gonna sit here, and she has tons of questions. You can co-host until Crypto Granny gets back, if that's okay with you.
Yep, that's fine.
And you can just basically wing it and talk to people. And even if you feel like you're running your mouth, it's okay. People want to hear information. So yes, Maritza, really, you're co-hosting with the man from across down under?
Yeah.
From the gentleman from Australia. Are you here, Marty? I don't hear you. Do I have your mic off? Maybe because I heard you talking. Just bear with me, everyone. This is live, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. We're getting Marty in the room, and she just left. I'm going to kick her ass, but she'll be back. Yeah, so many people wanted to jump on, but it's 7:00. Maybe they'll still come on. I figured we'd be on for 2 hours or so. Okay, Marty is now in the building, and we are bringing her back in. And Maritza, Marty, this is the liquidity trader from down under. You two are now my co-hosts for the next 8 minutes.
We're counting.
Take it away, y'all. Take it away.
Hi, Liquidity. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
glad.
Stand by, everyone. I'll be back.
Okay. There's a lot of people that are doubtful, that don't know if and when, or they don't know whether they should put their money in the market. What do you suggest to them?
Putting the money into the market. I think
in the market, they're afraid.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I think most people need to understand is be prepared to lose.
Right.
It's definitely a mindset to have, because if things don't always go to plan, especially in crypto, you can take massive losses. So just be prepared for that.
I also suggest to them to maybe start low, start with
Yeah,
something that they are able to lose and it won't hurt them.
yeah, and I think that's what definitely helps. That if you start with something low, it definitely helps the mindset to understand that you can lose it, and it's not gonna affect you mentally.
Right. And
Definitely do your own research is another one.
right. And I also tell them not to put it on their credit cards
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because then they're gonna
Again,
be paying off the credit cards plus the interest.
yeah. So that again comes back to only put in what you can afford to lose.
Right. I tell them to stop getting Starbucks every morning and just save that money. I tell them
Yeah,
to count their change in their piggy banks and trade it in and invest it.
yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're going to come into the market, have the idea that if you don't buy a coffee and you can buy a couple, whatever coin you're looking at, Ethereum, XRP, or whatever it is you're looking at, then that's probably more, you have a lot more value coming back towards you if you decide to invest in yourself.
That's what I'm telling them. Invest in yourself, invest in your generations to come.
Yeah,
I tell them this is not overnight get rich and everything is gonna be. It's gonna be long term.
yeah, it's everything. That's what I was saying to Quincy earlier. We were talking about, sorry, we were discussing that the vision. You got to have a long vision when it comes to crypto, or anything in that fact. Is have a long vision. Understand that it might take a while. Yes, you'll see posts or you'll see content of people just making thousands and thousands of dollars, but it's very far in between.
But are they
They,
really making it or are they
yeah,
just saying it?
yeah, that's right. And you got to be careful too. Like one thing you'll notice is if you see a post that tells you somebody made this amount of money, maybe another post you'll see somebody just reposting that same thing.
Right. Copy
So
paste, copy paste,
yeah,
copy
copy
paste.
paste, and that just creates FOMO. So what Quincy was talking about, don't FOMO. Like understand the game. You'll understand how the market is. Understand what you're investing in. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose,
Right.
and definitely don't put it on credit cards.
Yeah, don't put it on credit cards. And then what else? I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk to my family, my friends, and everybody. They just be here like, no, I don't trust it. And then they come out. One person came out and go, FTX. I said, what are you talking about, FTX? They go, didn't they lose everything? I go, yeah, but that was an exchange. People don't seem to understand everything. They just hear one thing about crypto and that's it. It's all the cryptos.
Yeah, look, I think when people marry one narrative to the whole game, they're definitely short-sighted. Because we could say that about a million things. Like we could talk about a company that shut down, or we could say Google just fired 12,000 people.
Exactly.
You could say
Everybody.
that to people, or we could say Yahoo used to be the number one search engine, and then Google took over. Is it that bad?
AOL.
Yeah,
MySpace.
yeah. MySpace. They've gone to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's happening now. TikTok is one of the biggest platforms, and do
Yeah.
we marry the narrative? It's one of those things. I think it's because it's the crypto space is so huge. It's so dynamic. It's hard for people to grasp everything.
It's something new and sometimes like people just don't understand it and they just want to kick it to the side, not knowing that in the near future they're gonna need it.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, it's good that we have people like Crypto Granny. We have people like Quincy. We have people out here that provide real information, because there's a lot of influencers out here that don't provide the right
What?
information, or they're showing you something that you get excited about and you think you can replicate that success in a day because they say it. And like Quincy said, Quincy hit it on the head. He spoke about it and said, some people will make $1 million and new people in the space will come in and think they can make $1 million overnight, and it just doesn't work like that.
No,
So
it
definitely,
doesn't.
you have to be careful on who you're following.
No, you see, Granny, we've been BFFs for a lifetime.
Yep.
She's been into it much longer than I have. She comes one day and she calls me and she goes, Maritza XYZ. I was over here like, interesting. I know she's not going to guide me wrong.
Yeah. Yep. And
Yes.
that's why I'm here. That's why I asked to be here. It's because I could see the energy.
No, let me tell you, her and her other half, they stay up. Lord knows, I don't even know if they sleep. And then
We don't.
the next day I call her and I be here like, yo, what happened? What's going on? Is everything okay? And she goes, well, yesterday we went to sleep at 4 a.m. We got up at put it this way, you walk into her house, there's no TV. All you see is a chart. All you see is a big chart in an 85-inch TV on a wall.
Yeah,
No
see,
TV
and
there.
that's what you call commitment. Like that's what you
she's
call
dedicated.
like I want. Yeah,
She's dedicated to this,
yeah.
and she learns, she researched, and this is what I'm saying. If there's a question that anybody may ask, and she does not know the answer, she has a little book right there. With her left hand, she's writing the question, and she will find out the information on her following live. She'll answer the question.
Yeah.
I try to cover everything, but it's impossible. That's why my goal is to build a community where, wow, Maritza, I can't answer your question, or Sweetness, I can't answer your question, or Vance, let me ask Liquidity Trader. Maybe he knows. If he don't know, he might reach out to Quincy. Like, we need to build a community where we can all at least rely on the information. And that's important because we're investing money. Some people have money to come in and just play with it because they're financially great already. But we're all here for one reason, and it's to gain bigger finances and not to lose a dime. And unfortunately, we will lose a dime every now and then. And Quincy also touched the topic, and he said, you all can have the same crypto. We can all buy in at the same low. We can all go and say we bought Cardano at 10 cents. Are all 3 of us or all 10 of us going to get the same gains? Absolutely not. It's how you exit your position is very important also. And how do you exit? People ask me, Maritza, we have spoke about it. She's very smart herself. And when there's math numbers that I'm good, but she's like, she could be an accountant. Let's put it that way. Oh, so should I sell at this? Maritza, I told you to get in. I'm never going to tell you when to sell.
Exactly.
You have to have your own exit strategy put together because, like Quincy said, I'll say it again. All of us can have 50 coins of the same crypto, and on a short, once you short it, who's getting more profit than the other? That depends on when you sold it. So
liquidity.
Yeah.
Where should you store your crypto once you purchase it? What do you suggest?
Cold wallet.
Okay, a cold wallet.
Yeah.
Okay. And
has to be.
the
If you
nano.
can't get,
do you have the nano?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If you can't do that, if you can't get your hands on a cold wallet, you can make them yourself.
Really?
Yeah, you can actually download the software and you can do it yourself. I've done it myself.
Like on a USB?
Yep, on a USB stick.
Yeah, but it won't have the codes, the passwords, the keywords and things, or you do everything?
It generates the keywords for you, and then to access it, you got to use your 12 words. So it is a bit of a hassle, but it is there. But if you don't want to do that, then just a hot wallet. But cold wallet is the best. Best thing you can ever do is get one. Get a cold wallet.
You know that I had to get 3 of them? I had to get 3 of them. The first one was non-functioning. It froze on me. Didn't want to move. I had to go return it to Best Buy. Then I bought me another one. I have no idea what happened to the second one. Then I bought me the third one. The third one, we did everything on point. But I misplaced my keywords. I stood 6 hours looking for them.
Yeah.
I was
That's
almost on the verge of crying. I didn't want to call Granny because I didn't want her to tell me, I told you so. I didn't want to hear that. But I finally called her. And when I found the keywords, then I called her and I told her, you don't know what happened to me today. And she goes, I told her I didn't want to hear that. I told you so word.
yeah, it's important for those keywords. Obviously, we all know that.
Yeah. But I
Um,
learned the hard way how important it is.
yeah, and you know what? That's probably one of the things that I learned first. Very fortunately, was to have your keys, but have it written. So if you've got 12 words or whatever it is, split those 12 words up. So have 6 on one piece of paper and then another 6 on another piece of paper. And you can store them like throughout your house. Put 2 in your house, put another 2 in your
Put them everywhere.
grandmother's house. Yeah, yeah. That way you can never go wrong. I've heard of people actually doing it, like splitting
I
their
I
words up.
hear you.
We were
Yeah,
thinking of creative ways to store your keys, your
yeah,
passwords, and everyone has to figure it out.
yeah,
Does everybody have the blessing of having that one extra person to trust? If you do, drop them in an envelope. Tell them, do not ever open this. If something was to happen, God forbid, if I needed it or if I'm no longer here, this is for you. You got to figure out who, where, and how.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely important too. You don't want to be just putting it anywhere.
Thank you for coming, A. Castro. We appreciate you and everybody tuning in. What I wanted to say was, and I'm sorry for interfering, I wanted to ask Liquidity,
Yeah.
since you do tech stuff, is there any way, because people are asking, is there any way you can look into the charts right now and
Yep.
tell us what's the low, if you can see it, of Cardano in the near future for a buy-in for whoever wants to buy back in and don't want to spend this type of money?
Okay. Yeah, I can have a quick look for you.
I asked Parabolic yesterday, and he said he sees it anywhere from 22 to 24 cents. So I don't know. Everything's always changing, and everybody reads the charts differently. And this is just, always predicted. And do you believe, while you're looking, that we are in a bull run, or you think this is just some crazy, unprecedented stuff going on right now?
I don't think we're in a bull run. We have rallies inside a bear run, inside a bear market. We always
Right.
have rallies. It's natural.
Right. Gotcha.
I don't think we are, because here's my reasoning: is the economy, it's too slow. Like, if you compared 2020 to now, do you think everybody's in the same mindset? Do you feel everybody has the same capital? Even though we have inflation? So these are the things I look at, and I don't believe we're anywhere near what we were back in 2020, 2019.
Okay.
I don't believe the economy is anywhere close to it. So
Yeah,
for me,
I think we're going down from here. But that's just my thought. And
yeah, I agree.
I've seen 2 tech people say 2 different things yesterday, and one of them said that every bear market is 13 months, then the bull run comes. And then another person said, it was all last night I seen it, that it's every 9 months. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, everybody has different information.
Well, if you look at the charts and you look at the Bitcoin halving, you'll understand that it's 700 days from the Bitcoin halving until the market runs. So
Gotcha.
it's literally 700 days, and it's happening right now. That's the only model that has not broken on the chart.
Okay.
So looks like we could push up, but I learned this, as you know, Crypto Face. I learned this from him, that in May you walk away.
Yeah.
So you sell in May and walk away. And I learned that from him back in 2020, I think.
Yes, and I've learned from him too, and I really like him. But I do have to say this, and I promote when people ask me about trading view not TradingView, Market Cipher and stuff like that. I let people know I'm not a trader, but from what I understand, it's a very good course that he has and a program. But there was one time where he said to short everything, and a few people that I know personally, because of his reputation, they shorted and they got wrecked.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I think Quincy. I know you spoke about it earlier. No, it was Quincy. It was Quincy that spoke about it. He said that his brother or something told him to not
Yes,
mess with this typical coin.
Twizzy,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, told him not to get in, and then
No, it
all of a
wasn't
sudden
Twizzy. I'm sorry, it was his cousin. Yes.
Yeah, it was his cousin. So again, that goes back to what he was saying, that you just have to get in and do your research.
Yeah, he told him don't buy it, and it went up to like $600, and it was like $20-something at the time.
So for ADA, you asked the price?
Yes. I want to see when you think it's gonna, like, what's gonna be the new low to get back in the near future.
Okay.
Get in your crystal ball.
If this whole market shifts and it really does tank, 5 cents.
5 cents.
Yeah, it's a big call, but there's the way that my method and the way that I trade, it's telling me that that's your ultimate low for ADA.
Okay. What's more realistic to you?
We're looking around 17 cents.
Okay, and where do you see that playing out? A couple of months?
Yeah, a couple of months at least. I would say right now we're looking probably June, July.
Okay.
If the model breaks and we do end up in May and it's time to sell and walk away like they say in crypto, then June, July could be the time that we turn around. I mean, look what we did last year, June, July. We turned around.
Right. So do you think between now and April, Cardano can get back to $1?
Oh, let me have a look.
Because I seen the market look like it was Thursday or Friday night. The 6-day candles were bullish as heck. And I really haven't paid much attention, but I'm thinking that this should die out by Wednesday.
$1. See, the thing is with altcoins is we need news too. Like if we have news, then anything's possible, especially when it comes to the altcoins.
Yes.
Do you use CoinMarketCal? Not
I
cap,
use
but Cal.
CoinMarketCap.
Do you use CoinMarketCal though? CAL?
No, never even heard of it.
Okay, if you use that tells you months ahead of updates.
Oh, okay.
For
Everyone,
every coin.
CoinMarketCal, is it CAL?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
So like calculator abbreviated?
Yep.
CoinMarketCal. I just learned this here. See, I'm sharing the information. I'm just looking at the TikTok audience. So we will all definitely check that one out. Thank you for that.
Check it out because it'll tell you what's happening. Like, have they got network updates? Who are they partnering with?
Gotcha.
So there's tons and tons of information.
Yes. Yeah, the news changes everything in crypto. So hopefully there'll be, we never know when there's a black swan event or anything crazy can happen tomorrow morning, today.
I'll tell you now for ADA. Oh, sorry. Yeah, for ADA to get back to $1, there's liquidity there. So there's definitely room for price to go there.
Okay.
I'll be honest, there's $2.27. There's liquidity up there. So there's room for the market to shift up there, definitely.
Soon or within a couple of months or during the year? What is?
Maybe the end of the year, back to $2. If the market, if Bitcoin can give us a retracement within the next month, and then we get a nice bounce, then I expect to see crypto just run.
Okay. Do you agree that Bitcoin will probably in the near future And I know you're not a crystal ball reader and nobody knows, but you're looking at the charts. Do you believe that it is going to take a downfall? Because I seen earlier it dumped, but now it's pumping again. But I was told that it needs to stick sturdy over 23.5 for a nice little run up again from here.
Yes, I would say that's correct, that statement. But
Okay.
I would be leaning more towards 25,000 for Bitcoin to keep running up,
Keep
because
running.
I know that there's liquidity up there, and if you can hold that, then things would look really nice.
Okay. And I remember, do you watch Paul from the Crypto Factor?
Paul, I don't know.
He's out in Europe, in Greece. Well, he told me some time ago Bitcoin was at 40,000, and I call him a goat. He knows his stuff in crypto also. And he said to me, Bobby, he says, we are indeed in a bear market until Bitcoin passes 42,500. So don't get excited. And we spoke recently, and he says he still believes we will be in a bear market until it hits 42.5. But that was, all in his opinion, and he's been in Bitcoin since the beginning.
Yeah, there's definitely that factor too, because I know there's liquidity out there too.
Right.
So 42.5. I personally, I believe if we can get anywhere close to 30, that'll drive us up. That'll get a lot of traders and a lot of people happy. But looking up that high, again, it comes back to the economy. Like you said, we need regulation. It just has to happen if we want to see Bitcoin at the prices we want it to be.
Right.
It just has to happen because there's not enough money to drive this up like that. We need the people like Berkshire. We need the people like Warren Buffett. We need his capital to come in so we can push up. But there's no security at the moment, so it makes it hard for them to come in. But above 25, I'm happy to say that we could continue up. But my lowest projection is around 8K.
Are you able? 8? Yeah. Well, I was told 11K. I honestly believe people are going to say I'm crazy and they might hate me and unfollow me for this. But I really believe in my heart, Bitcoin is going to go to 0.
Yeah, and look, see, I'm glad you even said that, because that has been realistic. We've seen what happens in this space. We've seen the Luna drop. I mean, what was Luna sitting at? We all witnessed the drop.
Yeah, and there's no utility. I mean, I give props to Bitcoin because it's the king of crypto. It opened up the doors and it was fun while it lasted. I sold the top, so I have nothing to lose at this point. But the whole Bitcoin maxi community is very, very feisty, and people don't like to hear the truth. And then they say, oh, well, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million and this, that, the other. Listen, I believe only because XRP was number 2 before the lawsuit, I believe, and I tell everybody, and I'll stick to these guns. Mari knows what I'm going to say. Say it, Maritza. We lost her. I believe that Cardano and XRP are going to be in the top 2, which what I'm saying is I believe both or one or the other will replace Bitcoin and Ethereum, or Bitcoin or Ethereum, only because they're cheaper, they have more utility, and things are going to change. Nothing stays on top forever. I mean, it's a whole new era.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Don't kill me, everyone.
And that's a good thing too, because you got to keep your mind open. Like you said, a lot of people are into Bitcoin and Ethereum solely. And me, the only reason why I say, for me, Bitcoin's going to be number 1, and this is my point of view. And I know that a lot of people say that there is no tech behind it, but it's unstoppable. This is what most people don't understand, is that it's truly unstoppable because there's no company behind it. So you can't shut it down. Unlike everything else, there's a company behind every coin. Ethereum, you've got Vitalik.
Yeah.
Solana, like they all got companies behind them, even XRP. The thing I question about XRP is, why did the CEO leave? I'm not sure if you remember that, but he left back in
Yes.
2020, sold his
Yes.
bags.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot happening around everything, but Bitcoin, the technology in Bitcoin, it will never adapt anything bad to the code. That's the thing about Bitcoin.
Right.
It can never adapt anything. It can never go backwards. It can only get better.
Yeah.
It's the way the software is built.
Yes.
So,
They have to. They have to. Someone just wrote in the chat, XRP will overtake Bitcoin. Bitcoin is old and outdated. XRP is new and quicker. I agree with you, user 980. I agree with you, but this is just our opinion, right? We can agree to disagree with other people, but I hope so.
XRP is definitely quicker. I use XRP all the time for transactions.
Yes.
Because it's so much faster than Bitcoin.
Do you trade XRP?
Not lately, because it's been super crazy. Like, it's been so volatile.
Right.
The main ones that I do trade is Bitcoin and ETH.
Okay.
And then the other alts. XRP's been, it's been super crazy.
Awesome.
I think, XRP is huge. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, I believe so.
Whether or not they use XRP, or if they use the technology, then rebrand it and call it something else, because to say that XRP itself is going to be huge, what happens if it gets regulated? Like, these are the things like you need. Like, I think about, if XRP gets regulated and the SEC want to use it, but they don't want people out here to capitalize off it, then what's it going to be? Do we take this rebrand?
Yeah, we'll see,
but
right?
Then, but I mean that's really hard to do anyway, because then you lose the community. XRP's got such a huge community.
Yes, we do, and community is what really is really needed out here. Liquidity, I'm gonna bring on a special guest.
Yes. Yep.
Who's not only a special guest, because you're my guest and you're special too, and we appreciate you, but I want you to stick around. The guest I'm bringing on is an artist, and his name is Robert Febles, Bobby Brooklyn, and I just wanted to showcase his art for those people who are out there into art, because crypto, there's a lot of people that are into art, and I just want to showcase his talent, and I'm bringing him in, and I'll let him introduce himself. Welcome.
Big tax talk. Hey, Crypto Granny, how you doing?
What's up? Welcome to the panel. We have Liquidity Trader in the room, and he's from Australia.
Australia, my Australia people. What, you got the Red Mountain out there? What, you got the red was it the Red Volcano, the Red Mountain, or something like that?
The Red Mountain, yeah.
Thank God. I'm gonna tell you right now, thank God for cable, because then I would be an idiot behind that. I can tell you about everything as long as I watch cable. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
There's part of me a little bit more. We have some company. We got a little company. Some my wife got some family and friends in here, so it's a little loud. Quick shout out to everybody in the room. Everybody still there?
We're all here.
I'm with you.
You got the floor. You got the floor. It's all you.
Oh. Anyway, shout out to everybody. I'm Bobby Brooklyn Boca Arts. Oil painting is what I do. I wanted to give you a quick tour. If anybody had any questions about oil painting, just feel free to spit them out or text or something. But I wanted to start off. I have this painting in my house that I did. I did this painting probably like 12 years ago. I just wanted to show it. Let me try to get it right. This painting is about 12 years old. About 12 years, like one of my first paintings that I started with. And it's acrylic. It was it's actually a painting of my wife. She looks like that today. She looks like that today when she's mad at me. Nah. But that's actually one of my paintings. But I've been studying for about 12 years. So I just wanted to give you a quick tour on some of my paintings, because I love to talk paint. And this is actually a painting of the Brooklyn Bridge. This is in my living room. So I got another. That's actually the Brooklyn Bridge, everybody. Shout out to all the cryptocurrency out there. That's like a big. It's a big. All right, it's gonna be a little noisy, so I'm walking in and walking out because I just wanted to show you a quick painting that's in my kitchen. This is the drying area. That's true. Right.
For anyone again.
Trying to.
I don't know hallway.
That's when you get good.
Come on, I got the family here. Everybody's. Quick shout out to the family. But how's the crypto world doing? Quick shout out to all the crypto people out there. I do the other crypto, the stock market. I do the other crypto. It's called stock market. Stock market, pension. That's what I do. But I'm in the dungeon where I gotta say I love it in the dungeon because it's like 40 below zero. It's freezing. This is one of my Renaissance paintings. This is actually where Jesus carried the cross. So the name of this painting is De La Rosa, and that's actually where Jesus carried the cross. So it's 5 feet. Only that one painting that I did was acrylic. Everything else is oil. So this is my studio.
Why don't you tell everybody how to contact you? He does self-portraits and family paintings.
I'm gonna give you a tour.
Custom orders.
This is another Jesus that this is Jesus from the Shroud of Turin, I think it's called. The Shroud of Turin, the Shroud of Turin, like the shroud that was over Jesus. Like that was the facial basis I'm going off. So it's not Pretty Ricky Jesus I'm doing. You know, the one you see in all the churches and everything. So this is actually, and the other one was as well. That's something like that. This is a couple of my other paintings right here.
Hey, that's my rabbi.
That's the rabbi. I got Lucky Luciano.
Shalom.
I got John Gotti.
Hey, bada bing.
That's Neil Della Croce. That's the Bath Avenue crew right here. Another rabbi.
He looks like the other rabbi.
they start looking alike, but you know, I'm gonna tell you something funny. Salvador, Samuel DeBlanc, Bob Marley.
Beautiful.
A lot of my paintings are already sold. I do all fresh paintings. You could I put it on. If you see I got my name printed on there. Where if you want to look me up on social media, that's my name, Robert, and my last name is Feb. That's another quick angle.
Beautiful.
That's the art studio. That's called the disaster zone. That's where I got every crayon you can ever imagine. You go into the art. You go to the art store to buy You go to the art store to buy one paintbrush, and you walk out $400 later. But anyway, my name is Robert. My last name is Febles. Feel free to reach out or Instagram. ROB, the number 4, DUCE. Feel free to reach out. Soon to be coming to your house. Do portraits right there. I don't know. It depends. I got to work on the lighting situation, but I'm gonna set up a shop where people actually come to my house and sit in the chair, and I'll paint wet on wet. It's called Wet on Wet Live. So other paint styles is well, a lot of the paintings that I do, the styles I do, is what you do is I give it a few days to dry. So the wet on wet, it's like an alla prima. So it's something that you just do wet on top of wet paint, and you paint it live. So I'm gonna set up a chair and have that done. Hopefully I could organize my garage, but I've been practicing for it, so that's ready to go down.
People want to know on TikTok if you ever thought of turning your art into NFTs.
Well, I touched base with NFTs, and I did a lot of research behind the NFTs, and I don't have an NFT style, but it's just certain. I looked at a lot of NFTs. I did my little research on NFTs. NFTs I'm gonna say and if I'm using the wrong words on it, believe me, no insult towards cryptos and anything like that or NFTs, but it's like that Far Side type of drawing. And it's funny. There was a girl who did the beluga whale, and I think she did like I don't know, what was it, like 1,000 beluga whales, and she like made so much money on it or something like that.
Yep.
And I was really impressed. I was really impressed. But again, it's like a Far Side type of drawings, which I actually, my brother, he does that type of drawing. And you would think the smallest thing. I tried to talk to my brother about doing NFTs, and from that conversation, it went so far south that we haven't talked in a couple of years. I swear to God, it's so stupid on NFT shit. I mean, I might have too, but I mean, like, hey, I don't know, principles, I don't know, but yeah, how's the currency world? Anybody got any questions behind that?
Liquidity.
Huh? How's Australia? Is my man still there?
Yeah, I'm here with you. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah, talk to me.
So you do portraits.
Yes.
You do everything, right?
Yeah.
I was watching this. It was a long time ago. This guy paints pictures of dogs for people. They're animals. I was thinking, why not make that into an NFT? People love this dog thing on crypto.
And it's funny that you brought that up. It's really funny that you brought that up, because I printed out a picture of a dog, because in New York, the society's a little funny right now, where either you need some kind of security, something in your house. I'm gonna just say it like that. And one thing I was thinking about getting, which is a canine corso. That's such a beautiful dog, and I printed it today at Walgreens. I printed out because I can't log into my freaking printing in my house. My daughter actually has her password on it for some crazy reason. I can't do it, but I want to do the canine corso because that's actually a beautiful dog, and I really want to paint it. But you're 100% right. A dog would. I mean, how far is that off from? I think Jay-Z did something like a gorilla. You got the beluga whale, but like the my thing about it's not even the drawing necessarily that you put on an NFT. Is how many times can you produce that one drawing in multiple different types of styles, but that drawing. I guess a beluga whale, hypothetically, with a beluga whale with a hat, beluga whale that's red, one's blue, one with a scarf, one with this, one. You understand what I'm saying? Further and forward. But then it becomes like what, to me in my mind, is people would have to purchase that as per a pyramid. Does it work? Like you buy it and then somebody else buys it and then like kind of sells it, and then you get like a pyramid type. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying it right?
It's when you do your NFTs, there's multiple ways of doing it. So like for standard, when you sell a painting, that's it. You sell the painting and it's completely done. But with NFTs, they give you multiple lanes to work in. So if you were to paint, say, a dog, and then you were to sell it, you can keep 2% royalties on that painting. So depending on how many sales it does, you'll always make 2% royalties.
That's like exactly of everything I just said. Like, depending on the styles of that dog, different colors, one with a collar, one with a scarf, one with, I don't know. Did you see the one with the glasses, the dog with the glasses? Oh, I bought that. So how many thousands of styles you could go. I mean, I would always love to, if anybody's ever interested, I would always love to work side by side with somebody in reference towards building an NFT, because I would only gather the first initial drawing or painting would be the only one, and then everything else is digitally created.
Well, it's all digital. It's all digital.
It's all
right.
digital.
So you know what I'm saying? But you would create the first one, and then you would down. I want to say, I'm not saying download. I'm not even sure. That's not even the right word. But then you would put it inside.
You meant it.
Right. You would put it inside the thing, and then there you would have, I guess, digitally, or somebody who's really really great with the computer skills and just do that a million times and get creative behind that. And then it's being sold for like what? How many? And then that's when it comes in. This is where the cryptocurrency kicks in, right? So now it depends on if people want to buy it, like if they have Dogecoin or they have all the different types of cryptocurrencies, they buy it with that, right?
Yes.
Oh, so I mean, I'm always willing. If anybody out there in the crypto world is interested on again, I'm ready to do this Cane Corso. That's a dog.
Well, I just want to interrupt you for a minute. Anyone that's watching that does want art, Bobby will take crypto as payments. And you can order whatever painting you want through him. He will accept cryptocurrency as a payment. And
I do accept it. So get your Cardanos. The Cardanos or not?
You're stupid. You're getting it. You're learning. You're learning.
Yeah. Get your Cardanos ready.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's. I thought I heard something while I was drinking coffee about a Cardano or something. Or get your Mark Cubans ready. I don't know.
He's silly.
Get your Mark Cubans ready because I can paint. I really did some studying on my paint. I've been doing it for years, and my latest painting I did it in I want to say I did it in 2 sittings, and the truth is I probably could have had it done within 4 hours. So if anybody who's looking for that painting who has about a good 4 hours of their time where they want to sit there, I do that painting beautiful. What a beautiful painting. And to tell you, if you're ugly, it's still going to be beautiful.
He said
it's going to be a masterpiece. Because I had a friend once. I did a painting of, and he was like, "What the hell is that?" I said, "That's the picture of you." He said, "It is ugly." I said, "But that's how you look." It was so funny. It was actually a great friend of mine. Yo, he couldn't stop laughing when I told him. I said, "Bro, look at you. That's what you look. Look in the mirror. You look identical."
That's funny.
Yeah. So how's everything in you said you was out in Australia.
Yeah.
How was it? Well, I gather the cryptocurrency is worldwide. So what do you, if you don't mind, what's your name? If I can
Your mic isn't connected.
I go by the liquidity trader.
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
I go by the liquidity trader.
Oh, liquidity trader.
Yeah,
oh, okay, okay, awesome. And that is that what you do? You
I trade liquidity.
trade. I'm gonna have to Google that. I missed the first episode of what you guys were like really talking about, because one is I was having a technical difficulty on getting it. I was in the room for 40 minutes. I was actually in the room. Besides, we had company here. You can hear it in the background. We got some company, but then I had to do a cigarette run. Oh boy, it was a whole bunch of things going on over here. But liquidity. What is that about? Can you just, like, in a nutshell?
It's trading the market. So.
But in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, in cryptocurrency. So I trade the market.
That's all you do. So you're like the stock market for cryptocurrency.
Yeah. That's 100% right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So people have to trust you in their. Here's a good question that I'm interested in. That young kid who stole billions, right? That actually was.
He's talking about Sam Bankman-Fried.
Right. Have you had any I'm not gonna say anything to deal with that, but have you come across to ever trading with that guy or buying any of his stocks?
No, but I know the hedge fund company that he was associated with.
Oh wow.
So, Alameda Research.
Yeah, because that was a big thing with that kid.
Yeah. So
billions.
So you got to realize, like, that was set up. The whole thing was already planted, because what happened was with Alameda Research, they had a CEO. That guy left 2 months before it went down. So it was set up from the start. So, and not only that, you could see BlackRock, I think, as well. I think it was BlackRock. It was another hedge fund company. a lot of their CEOs were leaving, and it
Oh,
just
really?
and it screamed a pattern to me. Like, why are these guys all leaving?
And what, that kid was the only one who didn't
And-
realize what was going down?
Well, no, he used
Like
it.
he was smoking those Advil cigarettes somehow, just like,
No, I think he
where's
exploited.
everybody going? Where's everybody going? He's the only one that didn't see it coming.
I believe he just exploited the movement. He seen what was happening and he took
That's
advantage
funny.
of it. And
It was the bottom line. If you want to deal with $1 billion, the word went down like, yo, you got to take the fall. You know that, right? They're like, what do you mean I got to take the fall? What do you mean I got to take $1 billion? I think he was on TV and he said that all he had was like I can't remember if that's
100,000.
what he said. He had 100,000.
All I have is 100,000, but just
Yeah, that's all he had was like 100,000. I was on my bank account looking at it like, damn, 100. He's bitching. That's all he got.
well, guess what? Just the other day, he found a couple of billion on the side. Oops.
Of course. What did you
Here's
know?
a billion, you know.
they
What
found
did you
it.
know? There just
Yeah.
happened to be an extra billion
Yeah. Like
right
they
over
found
here
it.
by the coffee maker. I
Yeah,
didn't even
another
see that.
billion here in the shoebox. You know, I think he found it. I'm saying found it because he's probably trying to do right so he can get out of jail. But honestly, that kid does not deserve to come home because he wrecked so many people. He wrecked so many people.
So what's your broad intake on how the crypto market is doing now? Because right now, I think I thought I heard it was doing okay. So I mean,
It is.
I think everybody wants it like to what, drop right now so they could buy.
Look, it's just following the stock market. That's where it's all at. That's where the money's at. It's all in the stock market. This market.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what I strenuously go by. I'm not gonna say strenuous. That's even the wrong word because I could be far blind. So whatever goes on, if I know when I watch the news in the morning, the green arrows go up, I'm doing okay. unless there's a major, and I think that even goes with cryptocurrency. I would only phantom if they both work neck and neck. Like if there's a major outbreak, then everything takes a dive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's literally just following the stock market. So if we look like we're risk on, meaning that we're prepared to start investing again, then in stocks, then crypto moves up too. It's correlated. It's correlated for the meantime anyway, just because of the economy situation.
So in the cryptocurrency world, somebody has to open up account with the bank account, and then they give it to you, and they say go to town.
No. That's the beautiful thing about crypto. That's why I'm staying in crypto, because I don't give my money to nobody. I do it myself. See, with stocks and forex, you have to trust somebody. You have to trust that middleman.
But aren't you the trader? You said
for himself.
Yeah, but for myself.
Oh, for yourself. I thought it was a trader that, like you trade for everybody.
No, not like stocks. No, I'm not.
Also, basically, everybody's a trader.
Anybody can become a trader, yeah.
Because everybody sits down and basically does their own crypto, to buy and sell. So everybody does their trading, no?
Yeah,
I mean, I thought
pretty much.
No, that's what I thought. I thought that's what you meant. Like like when we got traders in Wall Street, they swapping out everybody's money or some shit like that, buying and selling. I thought that's why I asked you that question. If you have you ever come across? I'm thinking buying and selling, as and got involved into this, that billionaire type of guy, because he was doing all types. He had celebrities. He had celebrities on his team.
Yeah, well, he was getting them to invest in his exchange, but that's why I love crypto, because crypto you don't have that middleman. You literally do everything yourself.
I had a friend at my job who did the crypto, and he told me he actually blew such a great deal. He said like, and it's funny that I hear about cryptos. Like sometimes you think the smallest deals, and this kid he could have gained it. He told me about 600,000. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I could have gained about 600,000. He goes, but I didn't go for whatever crypto move he was trying to make. He didn't do the moves. My apologies on everybody if I don't know the lingo on cryptocurrency, But and then there was another friend of my job who got laid off with the COVID. He actually didn't get the COVID shot, and he actually stood out the longest because of crypto. He done so
wow.
good by cryptocurrency that he stood out. Like he didn't even want to return to work because he did so well with cryptocurrency. So, my props to everybody who really knows what they're doing out there in cryptocurrency with the buying and selling. It's it could be. I kind of think that it could be more or less like a catch-22. Like if you don't know what you're doing, you could get got. You could and that's with the stock market as well. It's not like it's crypto only.
Yeah, well, that's definitely happened to me. I definitely,
You know what?
definitely get hurt at the
I
start.
mean, I think if you're a cryptocurrency person
I don't know. Just
and
ask.
you don't say that you got, I think you're lying.
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta
you
think
do.
you're lying because that thing could go up as fast as it could go up. It could drop. It could drop.
Yep.
So it's a real. It's a crypto granny. How many people are in the room?
We have 4 here, and we have 5 on TikTok, but we had over 600 people between Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube so far.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and this video, the stream is going to stay on YouTube forever, unless I remove it, but it will be on YouTube, so we'll get views later on.
Oh, awesome.
We've been here since 6 o'clock, and Liquidity Trader came on. He woke up super early in the morning. It's his breakfast. It's probably lunchtime already for him.
Oh, what time is it in Australia?
It is 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
my nephew, his son is in Japan, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning there too.
Yeah. In Japan is something else too. In Japan.
Yeah. But I appreciate Liquidity Trader being here. I would like to give you a minute to close, and everyone, when I'm on TikTok or anything, everyone follow one another because we're in a community here, and this was the goal of this live, and I appreciate you. Bobby Brooklyn, Crypto Quincy, Marty, everybody that's sitting faithfully in the chat here on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I'm going to give you a minute to close out your best advice, and then we're going to close with a quick joke from Bobby Brooklyn because everybody's saying that you are one funny dude. Okay, so Liquidity, here we go. The floor is yours.
First off, I just want to say thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it. Thanks for bringing me on, and it was cool to meet everybody. The one piece of advice I can give to everybody is do your own research.
Do your own research. That's right.
Be very careful. If you're looking right and you're looking around and you're trying to find my channel, it's at the Liquidity Trader on TikTok.
At the Liquidity Trader on TikTok.
Definitely gonna look that up.
Everybody heard that? Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're part of the community, and we will do lives again. Maybe you and I can do a live every now and then where you could do some TA. You could share your screen. We will work on something. I'm building this community, and I can't do it by myself. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, the floor is yours. We're gonna end with a minute of comedy. Bobby don't know how to do nothing quick, so I'm just warning you all. I'm gonna give him a minute to do a joke. The floor is yours, Mr. Bobby Brooklyn, painter, comedian, garbage man.
Anyway, a quick shout out to cryptocurrency. I gotta say, what a lovable, beautiful person. I gotta thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share with the public out there my artwork. I really take it serious. Again, I have multiple paintings sold, so many paintings. Check out my Instagram. Feel free to browse. I do everything from sports. Jesus is the best one. Jesus is like the best one. You gotta see. Check out my videos. I'm on Instagram, ROB, the number 4, DUCE, and I'm also on TikTok, Robert Febles. I guess my name is posted. You can see it on the bottom there. At 4, I think it's 5.
Well, I'll tag you.
Yeah, you could post it at the bottom. Feel free to check it out. Shortly coming to YouTube videos. I'm gonna have tutorials on painting. So if anybody out there, besides wanting a painting, if you're interested on doing a painting or learning the experience of creating your own painting, I'm your guy. I'm gonna sit there and guide you through on doing the painting. So
All right, tell us a joke. Shut up already.
all right, I got a quick one. Here goes this old couple, right? They go to therapy, and the therapist he tells the old guy that he's been with his wife for about 50 years or some shit, and the therapist tells the old guy, he said, "Hey, you could be with your wife for the rest of your life, or B," and the old guy says, "B, B, 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 B." I don't know. I thought my wife don't think it's funny, but I think it's hysterical.
Did you get the joke, y'all? It's funny. Maybe you missed it. I love it. I love it.
It's actually a great friend who passed away told me this. He was like the funniest guy in the world. And again, the old couple goes to the therapist. He's like, couple therapy. A, you can stay with your wife for the rest of your life and deal with it. Or B, the guy's like, B, 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 B.
Do you get the joke?
I think it's hysterical. I swear to God. I always think that joke.
I get the joke. He didn't even care what B was. He just wanted the second option just to get away.
He didn't even care what B was. He just wants the second option. But anyway, cryptocurrency, thank you so much. I had a great time talking with you guys. There's so much to learn and everything about cryptocurrency. I wish everybody the best on their monies. Be careful. Watch that market and be careful, because money is money. Bobby Brooklyn, Boca Arts, 213, Kirk out.
Kirk out. Thank you, everybody. Once again, Liquidity Trader. You have friends in New York City. So whenever you come, we're here. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We will do this again, and I appreciate you all. Thank you and good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night,
God bless. Invest wisely. Do your own research.
Yeah.